Today I'm going to show you how to cut a New York strip loin. Right now we are taking off the back strap, and this is just full of silver skin and definitely not edible. I am going to take off the fat cap, and the majority of the fat cap has silver skin, which is not edible. So I'm going to make sure that this New York strip is clean from silver skin and gristle and mostly all the fat. I like a lean New York. My guests like a lean New York. I may lose a little bit of yield in this strip loin, but I gain a lot of customers because they know they're not going to be chewing their New York strip for 30 minutes. I do charge a premium, but they get a premium cut. Any piece that I throw off from here, I use for hamburger meat or beef carpaccio or even my tacos. So there's always some trimmings that you do not have to throw away and utilize to whatever you want to do. So we're going to turn around, and this is going to be the lip. So we're going to cut the lip off right here, and I'm just going to trim this beauty down. This is a Neiman Ranch, grass-fed. The marbling is beautiful. They have great cattle. I use their pork chops too. So if you've never had Neiman Ranch, look into it. They are definitely delicious, and they take pride in their work. So I'm going to continue to the fat cap. I'm going to continue taking off the silver skin. Make sure you have a sharp knife. That's very important. A dull knife will literally butcher the meat up, and it's very difficult. So make sure you have a nice sharp knife. And this knife is actually my sushi knife. So I get it sharpened twice a week. I keep the edge nice and sharp, and it works beautifully on my meat and on my seafood. So I'm going to continue to keep taking all this fat off with silver skin to make it a beautiful, beautiful strip loin when you see it when we're done. And I'm just carving around, making sure I try to leave as much meat on as I can, because you definitely don't want to take too much off, especially this beautiful piece of meat. So we're going to get in here. The top is a little hard. It's kind of like sunken in, so you're going to have to kind of work it a little bit so you don't take off too much of the flesh. But we're going to get in there. You can see as my knife does bend. A good sushi knife will bend, especially when you're trying to make it bend, or it won't break. So I'm going to continue getting the silver skin, as you can see. Just taking it off, and it's slowly coming together. A little bit more of the lip I'm going to take off. And just take your time, practice. This doesn't happen overnight, You have to build confidence. Now I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to take a little bit of the silver skin on the back. There's not much back here, so but we're just going to take off a few pieces to make sure that you can chew it. Because you definitely, at this point, I want to make sure that the experience for my guests is epic, and it's an experience plus a dining experience, but it's mainly an experience when we do stuff like this. So I'm just going to trim here and there. You just pick off the silver skin. I mean, it is silver and it is tough, so it is not edible. So if you leave it, they're definitely going to want to spit it back out. So this is looking good back here. I cut my New York strips 14 ounces, give or take, probably more than give. So they usually sometimes end up being a pound. But take a little bit more off of the lip, and then it looks like I'm about to cut. So it's 3 finger length is what I guess, 3 to 4, and these are just beautiful, beautiful New Yorks. And so just watch this video over and over, and you'll be cutting like a pro in no time. And I think I get 7 out of here. So I usually get 7 to 6 strips because they're so big, but my guest loves it, and it sure is a beautiful piece of meat. Look at that marbling. You got the little tail down here. I have a little bit of fat on some, which is okay. A little fat's good, but you can see the tail, and you're getting to the sirloin in now. So as you can see, that's the sirloin in. So it'll have a little bit more vein in there. So I got to be careful. If it's a vein, I'll usually serve mid-well only, because can't get away with medium. It might be a little bit too gristly. But I'm just going to trim this off, get rid of some of that vein on this end, and that piece will definitely be a mid-well. No offense to mid-well people, but so I got 8 out of that. So this is a great way to learn how to do New York strip. Take your time and enjoy.